When you swallow up.
billionaire gave hundreds of millions of dollars to groups behind yesterday's Day Without a Woman protest, and the same groups who marched against President Trump the day after his inauguration.
Its website calls for people to rally against the president-elect, but apparently it has ties to billionaire investor and Trump supporter George Soros too. That's in fact according to emails, if you look back to 2008, released by WikiLeaks from Clinton's campaign chairman John Podesta to George Soros.
So you still think these black bloc and Antifa protests are natural organic eruptions of outrage? Think again. It's just not true. They're paid.
Thousands of government-sponsored experiments will take place at hospitals, universities, and military bases around our nation. The goal is to understand the effects of radiation exposure on the human body. While most of the tests were ethical by any standards, some were unethical, not only by today's standards, but by the standards of the time in which they were conducted. They failed both the test of our national values and the test of humanity. Informed consent means your doctor tells you the risk of the treatment you are about to undergo. In too many cases, informed consent was withheld. Americans were kept in the dark about the effects of what was being done to them. The deception extended beyond the test subjects themselves to encompass their families and the American people as a whole. For these experiments were kept secret. They were shrouded not for a compelling reason of national security, but for the simple fear of embarrassment. And that was wrong. So today, on behalf of another generation of American leaders and another generation of American citizens, the United States of America offers a sincere apology to those of our citizens who were subjected to these experiments, to their families, and to their communities.
prosecuted or even if the case is investigated. From 1,700 names were working in Los Angeles on Lisbon, 5,200 from the United States operation, over half the first time around 4 years ago. Only now, they supposedly getting a second look, and only after pressure from investigative reporters.
This was unearthed by a researcher. At Wellesley College. What she found is that in the 1940s, doctors in the U.S. Public Health Service, part of the U.S. government, were interested in studying syphilis and penicillin. They had penicillin, they weren't quite sure how well it worked. It was the early days of penicillin. So they went to Guatemala, and they found some prostitutes with syphilis, and they arranged for the prostitutes to have sex with prisoners in jail, and also with patients who were in the hospital, to infect those patients and then give them penicillin to see if it worked. Now, sometimes the patients didn't get sick, so what they did was they took their arms and their penises and would abrade them to rough them up and pour the bacteria onto the skin. And then when that didn't work, they would sometimes just inoculate into the spine and do a spinal puncture and give the syphilis back. And then they would try the penicillin to see how it works. Let me read a little bit from the politics just today. This happened.
This is the U.S. government.